How many of us have heard this phrase, where leaders are made? Yeah. What comes to your mind when you hear that? Toastmasters. But we take our time to think about the kind of leaders Toastmasters are raising. The Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A lot of times, whenever we are assigned a new role or assigned a new leadership position, there will always be a briefing. Imagine when you got that new position at the office, they will tell you, do this, relate with this person, don't do that. All the do's and don'ts will all be given to you. But how about the things that you discover on the job that were not told? How do you handle that? Recently, I had an interesting experience when I became the public relations manager of Division E. That's a very daunting task. But this particular experience was so nimbling because it happened, and it came from people I thought were veteran Toastmasters, people that were supposed to be leaders in their own right. Part of the things I was supposed to do as a public relations manager was to set up different teams for different things, different projects we had to do during the course of the Toastmasters year. And one of it was the division's newsletter. As at the time that we got into office, we only had 9 days to the new month. And we're supposed to produce a newsletter for the month of June. Before now, I had taken the liberty to call the people I felt would do this job, that were supposed to be part of this thing. We had personal discussions. We even had a WhatsApp group where we kept the conversation going about the strategies we need to do, the things we need to put in place to make sure this newsletter comes out 1st of July. And everyone was on board. But this experience taught me 3 different things that I'm going to share with you this night. Here we are at July 1st. The division director called me. Hello. Where are we with the newsletter? They're supposed to be out by now. And I didn't have any response. I chatted my team up on WhatsApp. No one responded. I called them individually. Everybody answered except one. And this one was the one that was supposed to submit an article for the Division E dinner we had at Bolton White. That was the only thing remaining for the newsletter to be complete. And when he finally picked, after how many attempts, guess what he said? I'm sorry, I don't know what to write. At that moment where you feel all the different kind of emotions, you want to be angry, you want to lash out, how do you contain that? Remember, you have a task. The time is counting. Knowing that I don't have enough time to even get angry was the reason why I didn't answer him back. I told him I'll call you back later. I went further with the rest of the people and we were able to put together something that came out 7 p.m. that day. So that brings me to my first lesson that I learned. No matter how prepared you are, always expect the unexpected. This was what I learned on the job. Because you're dealing with variables, and the greatest variable in this world are human beings. Because they have their choices, they have their thoughts, they have circumstances they're dealing with, they may not even tell you. Second lesson is about flexibility. When he called me and told me that he didn't know what to write, if I was rigid, it would have gotten to a point where there was no newsletter. They would understand that it was someone that didn't do his job. What they do is the leader failed. So how flexible are you with your plan when you're trying to achieve a goal? Does it have to be one-sided? I don't think it does have to be like that. Armed with this knowledge, what I did, or what I'm still doing in this second one was, I'm not leaving anything to chance anymore. I've gotten almost all the content I need to be ready for this newsletter for this coming month. But that brings to the last point that I want to share with us this evening. The day you accept a responsibility as a leader, you have consciously or unconsciously accepted responsibility for whatever result that leadership will produce. So, you may have a team, you may have a good plan, but remember, it's result that counts the most. It's not how elaborate your teams do. It's not how many people you have on your team. What are you producing? Toastmasters and guests, this is my story. How about you? In your different sphere of contact, in your business and workplace, there may be times where, and it will always happen, especially when you have people that you're working with. Always expect the unexpected. Be flexible to adjust when it's necessary. And remember, it's result that counts, not a process. So make sure you produce the needed result when it is needed. No matter how finely planned your program is, make an adjustment. In your mind, have it that things can go wrong. And prepare, have a contingency plan so it doesn't take you unawares. The Toastmaster. Good story.